The cooperation between Austrian and Ukrainian higher education institutions is extremely important, especially during the martial law. It's a fact that we have got a lot of support already from Austrian universities, and we are cooperating under Erasmus Plus and under bilateral cooperation. But what we need now is the strong cooperation in terms of the modernization of curricula, in terms of the virtual laboratories, access development, open courses and resources, and in fact the building trust is already in place, starting from our long-term cooperation in Tempus program funded by European Union, and also we hope there would be a strong continuation furthermore. The current challenges are also related to the martial law. However, our Ukrainian universities are resilient and working hard to ensure the education process in Ukraine. And the challenges are also about the staff losses within the universities and staff turnover due to the unsafety situation in Ukraine. However, there are also a lot of measures taken by our universities in order to ensure them being operational. And thus all universities are operational in Ukraine, and in different formats depending on the situation, in the safety of the country and availability of the shelters. In fact, at the universities. And also we have some challenges concerning the implementation of the projects related to the economic situation. The priorities of cooperation are also linked to the negotiation process of Ukraine and European Union as a candidate country, and we are working on the education of the generation of Euro integrators and negotiators during this process, as well as the modernization and human resources development and the curricula modernization and development of new one, and the work on the inclusiveness, the Green Deal, green transformation and digital transformation, which actually are the priorities of the Erasmus Plus program as well. Yeah, in terms of the impact of the program, we actually have the impact, first of all, at the building trust between people, between partners, and thus it also have the impact towards the closer cooperation and more cooperation between our universities. And also there is the impact on the development of new cohort of experts based on the EU experience, which have been implemented in Ukraine at the Ukrainian universities, and thus it is also the institutional impact, which has the consequences towards the sectoral impact, because we trained and educate the new generation of engineers, of European integrators, and also of the resilient Ukrainians who are now defending Ukraine and the whole Europe, and of course sharing, but also working on the common with the common values of the European Union.